Hello everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 16th of November through to the 22nd. I apologise to everybody for this being a little late this week. Okay, let's have a look and see what the cards have in store for us this week. First card we have is Archangel Sandalphon, and it's the card of prayer. When Archangel Sandalphon comes around us, he brings our prayers answered, but he also brings us the invite to send our prayers up, or out should I say. It doesn't matter if you fall on your hands and knees, put your hands together and pray, or if it's just an internal thought, almost like a wish, you know. A prayer is actually voicing either your needs or your gratitude, or just speaking to the divine and the angels around you. You know, it's just that connection. It's just knowing there is something bigger than you out there and being willing to connect with the energy of others. Okay, so Archangel Sandalphon, the beginning of this week, prayers being sent, and I think possibly after the weekend we've all been through, and you know, the terrible events that unfolded at the end of last week. Prayer is something on all of our minds, so it kind of makes sense, that card. Okay, let's just have a look. Okay, now this is a strange one for me, but I've actually got an Archangel card slipped into my influence cards. Now when that happens, I normally check my cards, and I did check my cards and I honestly didn't see this one, so this is meant to be. So Archangel Jeremiah is coming around some of you. I'm going to put that as an influence card, who are sending out prayers, and the card itself is clarity. Okay, so some of you are praying for clarity, are praying for answers, are praying for signs to point you forward. Okay, clarity of what's going on. When Archangel Jeremiah comes in around us, he helps us to reflect back over situations. So this could be something that's been going on for a while, that you've been saying prayers about, and just needing clarity, just needing answers. Okay, I really feel that that went in there for a reason, so I'm going to leave that as it is. Okay, so we're going to go to midweek. Let's hope no more of my archangels really shouldn't be. Oh dear. Okay, and we have Archangel Azrael, and we have completion. So coming after the prayer, that kind of makes sense as well. You know, if you've been saying the prayers, maybe for a situation to come to a completion, for something to end, because in order for new things to begin, we have to have endings. Okay. A bit scared to pick these up now. Oh dear. Let's just have a look and see what they've got in store for me. Okay, and we have the card of joy. Okay, so the completion isn't a bad thing. The completion is something coming to an end, coming to a natural ending, that will lead us to joy. Okay, and that's midweek, so some of you may find that the answers are coming in, you feel that you've completed something, you feel you've got to a stage where you can close a door and say you can move forward. Maybe you've finished a project, maybe you've come to the realisation that something needs to end in order for you to go forward. Okay, so that's midweek. End of the week. I will go back over the cards. Archangel Azrael staying with us, and it's surrender. Okay, so for some of you, something is definitely coming to an end, and you need to actually surrender to this. You need to accept it, stop fighting it, go with the flow, and see where it leads you. And the dove on here is symbolic of love, so to be honest, the path leads to something that either your heart desires, or to love. If you're in a situation where you're maybe leaving a relationship, maybe moving forward from a relationship because it's no longer serving a purpose, and you know, you're going towards something that's actually going to fulfill your heart chakra. Okay, let's just have a look. Last influence card. And we have the card Angel of Relaxation. Let go of your desired outcomes and you will get what you want. Which kind of, for me, those two cards, if I was doing a daily angel card reading, are a heaven sent match. Okay, because one is about letting go of the need to control something and just go with the flow. And the other one is about, you know, let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. Because the thing is, with outcomes, it's nice to know where you're heading, it's nice to know what direction you're going in, but if you just fixate on a certain outcome, that might not be part of the bigger picture. And so you either end up feeling like you're failing because you're not reaching that outcome, or maybe you end up accepting second best, where there was something far better for you. And, you know, so sometimes you do have to go with the flow, quite literally. Sometimes you have to stop trying to control everything and just allow yourself to go with what feels right, okay? And that's the key to it. If you feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill all the time and you just feel like there's obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, then, you know, sometimes you have to stop and think, should I carry on with this, or should I just take some time, take some stillness, and just let the universe bring in what is actually needed for me. Okay, remember Archangel Azrael, as well as being the angel who comes around us when we're mourning, when we're sorrowful because something has ended, he is also a counsellor who actually helps us to link in with ourselves and, you know, and link in with our authentic self, and he supports us whilst we're doing that, whilst we're letting go of what needs to end and moving forward to where we're going. Okay, so we'll just go back very, very quickly today. We've got Archangel Sandalphon. This is the angel who's asking you to send up your prayers. Send out your prayers, up, out, wherever you feel that they go. You know, to me, the divine is all around us. It's, you know, it's not just a case of going upwards. You know, the universe is around us, the divine is around us, the angels are around us. The card of clarity, Archangel Jeremiah, sneaking in there. The card of clarity is as you send out your prayers, you know, sometimes just praying stills the mind. It's almost like a form of meditation, and quite often, you know, when you pray, when you spend that time in that stillness, answers come in. Okay, as a child I was notorious for sneaking out of school, and we had a church next door, and sneaking into the church. I could often be found there, lunch times, play times, whatever, you know, I would be in the church just praying. And I found the best clarity came to me at that time. It was the time I really felt peace. So, you know, prayer is important, and it does help the mind to actually connect with the universe and get the clarity that's needed. So you know what prayers to send out, you know what you're asking for. Okay, Archangel Azrael, the card of completion midweek, and the card of joy. Okay, so the completion isn't going to bring you more sadness, it's actually going to bring you joy. Okay. Then as we go towards the end of the week, Archangel Azrael staying with you, and it's surrender. Stop fighting it. Go with the flow. Right, stop worrying about the outcomes and you'll get exactly what you want. Okay, the blue on that card does link in with the throat chakra. So once again, that kind of goes full circle with the throat chakra speaking, whether it's with your internal voice or whether it's externally, speaking your desires, thinking about what you want to send out there. Okay, I think I've come to the end of this week. Thank you all for listening. Once again, I apologise for the delay, just like back problem today. Thank you for your continued support on Mystic Moonstone, and love and light to you all. Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome to the part we call the weekly draw. I'm a little bit hoarse today on top of everything else, so if I go croaky, it's me, it's not anything else. Okay, I'll just give that a good shake. There's the cards. Let's see who's coming out this week. Da-da-da. Who have I got? I hope I'm going to say this right. It's Sean Fagan. Congratulations, Sean. Oops, I dropped my card. Okay, Sean, we have Archangel Metatron. Oh, cards are jumping out here. I've got to ask, I'll make you, I want you to think about it. Obviously you can't reply to me in this, but at least you do on page. But there feels like there's something that feels like it's slipping out of your hands. It's just like the cards, I felt I really had problems holding on to them there. So there may be a situation around you that you feel is either getting out of hand or slipping through your fingers, or maybe an opportunity that you feel that you failed to grasp and you want to go forward with it. Archangel Metatron is the angel who helps us and guides us when we're trying to move forward. Okay. The card is prioritise, and it's asking you to focus on your highest priorities, and I will help to get you organised and motivated. I think this is really, really important, okay? Quite often when we're trying to move forward, we find our energy going in all different directions, Sian, instead of where we want it to go, okay? And sometimes just going back to basics and actually rebuilding the foundation is the way to actually move forward, okay? There's lots, on this card, there's lots of purple, which links in with the brow chakra and the crown chakra, okay, the indigo and the violet, okay. So, as this energy comes in around you, you will find yourself actually connecting with your intuition more, connecting with your inner sight, and actually kind of starting to get an idea, okay, starting to get an idea of where it is that you're moving forward and what it is that you want. Okay, my throat's getting worse here, sorry. You need time to think about what it is and where it is that you want to be heading. That's what I keep feeling as I'm looking at this card. Okay, and you need to get back to basics. I don't know what these basics are, I'm not being told, but I feel that you need to get back to basics. And you also do need to allow yourself to be motivated, okay? So I just feel that the energy maybe has slumped down a little bit. Maybe you've kind of lost sight with your solar plexus, you've stepped out of your power. It's time to step back into it. Okay, well, I'm just trying to get something else here. There's a situation around you where you've been doubting yourself, doubting that you can actually take this to where you want to take it, okay? Again, I feel that once you actually spend the time stepping back maybe to look at what you have to offer, you will see that you can actually take this as far as you want it to go, okay? Okay. I've got a really funny feeling coming in my hands now as I'm speaking. Right, I feel there would have been a lady, I'm not getting a name, not at the moment anyway, but I feel there would have been a lady around you who would have had problems with the hands, with the knuckles before taking her passing. I feel this was quite a problem for her because I feel, I'm being told you may have to ask, okay, I'm sorry, you may have to ask and you may need to go back, and I'm getting the name Anne flowing in around this lady as well. I feel it could possibly have been a second name, mind you, because it's coming in very, very softly. Not as strong as I would like it to come in, but I really feel, I'm getting the feeling in the hands, I'm getting the feeling around here, and my hands, as I'm looking at them, I feel like they're going kind of swollen. But I feel this lady would have really had problems with her hands before taking her passing, and this would have really frustrated her because I feel this was a lady who was very good with her hands, who could turn her hand to anything. And I think this is maybe where I was getting that feeling in the beginning, where things were slipping through my hands as well. I feel it's kind of the connection with her, because I've had to put the card down because my hands feel like they can't hold the card. So, and the feeling's all across here, it's in the knuckles, it's in the finger joints. I just feel this lady really would have had problems, and I don't know if this lady would have washed a lot at some point, because it's like I feel like I want to be washing, I want to be washing something, you know, rubbing it, really, really washing. So I feel this lady would have done a lot of washing, possibly by hand. Maybe she would have been very, very clean, very, I know we all like to think our loved ones are very clean, but obsessively clean, okay, very, very house proud, very, very house proud. I really feel this goes back because I'm now being shown the apron, you know, the ones that they used to wear over the dresses, and I feel she always would have had this on, and it's definitely coming through. My hands, I now feel like I want to be doing rosary, but I just feel this lady's hands would have been always moving. I flap my hands around quite a lot, but I feel this lady was in a league of her own, and I feel, okay. The devil makes work for idle hands. That's what I just got come in really. That's what I said. Okay, that came in really, really strong. So there's either a situation around yourself where you're allowing yourself to overthink things, overanalyze things, because you're not actually getting on with what you should be doing. And you know, sometimes the devil is in the self-doubts that come in. Or it's somebody around you, Sean, okay? And because I just really feel that hands need to be busy. I feel that this is a time for being hands-on. I honestly feel like your whole reading is about hands. I'm sorry about this, and you know, but it's really, really strong the way it's coming in. I just feel that this lady would be around you. She would want to help you, want to move you forward. I'm also getting the name James coming in as I'm talking, so I feel that there'll be a James around her. Right, I'm just trying to get something else here. Right, a name just came in very, very soft there, but I couldn't hear it. It was either Donald or Donald. I'm not quite sure, because it sounded like Donald. I couldn't hear the D on the end, so I don't know where that would come in, but I feel that that also links in. Definitely the name James around her, definitely the name Anne. I just want to do my hands, I want to do my hands. I don't know if this lady would have knitted as well, because I just feel like my hands are going everywhere, but as I'm saying, before she took her passing, I feel her hands would have been almost like claw-like, okay, and the pain would have been here, and I feel also I'm getting a slight thing in my knees here. Come on, I've got a bad back, I don't need anything else. There's a situation in my knees as well, so I feel this lady really would have suffered with the joints before taking her passing, but I feel she would have had quite a long life as well. Okay, I don't feel it was cut short or anything, and I feel that her family would have been everything to her. Her family would have been everything to her, and I feel that there was quite a large family around her. She still comes around. Now, she's coming in really, really strong, so I don't know if this is either an anniversary for her, but I want to go, to be honest, I want to go more to December being an anniversary or something that the family kind of comes together for, and I'm not talking about Christmas here. This is a personal thing with the family. This is either a celebration of somebody's life who's passed or a celebration now, but I just feel that there's some kind of family celebration. I get a gathering, and I just feel that this is something that happens annually. I just kind of feel that this lady's been there, this lady's been around with you all. I'm getting the Donnell. I don't know what she's saying with the Donnell, sorry about this, it's just all I can hear is Donnell now. But I can't hear the D on the end of it. I don't know what she's trying to say to me there. Come on, give me something else, give me something else. There's been a rift. I feel there's been a rift, and I feel that will be sorted, that will come together, but I want to go over into the new year for it. I don't know where this rift is, but I'm just being told that it will be sorted, it will be sorted. Okay, but back to yourself, Sean. You really need to focus now on what is the highest priority for you, for what is right. You know, you need to stop worrying about everybody else. You need to stop worrying about what you can't do and focus on what you can do and move this forward, because this situation can't continue. That's what I'm being told. It can't continue in the way it is. It's listen to your intuition, the answers will come in. Archangel Metatron is with you, and he will guide you forward. Okay, I'm just going to ask this lady to step back now, because I've got quite a few aches and pains today, and I don't need all this as well. Okay, but can I give you the love of spirit, Sean? Can I thank you for supporting our page? Everyone else, you know how to get in the bag. Sorry if it's been a little bit brief this week. Sean, I feel there's possibly more, but I'm not getting it at the moment. But what I want to say is just have faith in yourself, and you will get through this. Okay, love and light to you all. Oh, I just got the name Mary came through as well then, came in really, really sharp. Mary, it's almost like somebody throwing it in at me. Okay, so remember the names that I've given you, Sean, and I feel that you will be able to find them around you in spirit. They are around you, they come in around you, and there's a lot of love, there's a lot of love. I also feel there's a new celebration to come in the new year. The early part of the new year, I feel there's a birth around you coming in. I want to go around late February, early March. Okay, I'll leave that with the love of spirit. Thank you. Bye.